Hey guys and dolls, it's me Cora. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorites for the month of September, and I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm just going to launch right into talking about the products because you notice I don't have any lip product on. I'm going to kind of continue that conversation that I had with you guys in my haul video where I was discussing the NYX lip primer. So we're just going to do a demo of that with the NYX macaroon lipsticks. So I'm going to put this on my lips, and I still find this to be really drying. So it's still not my favorite lip primer. And you can see it kind of catches in places where you might have like broken skin. Like my lips are horribly chapped right now because I abused them a bit this weekend. You know, putting on different lip colors and stuff. I've been testing out my Halloween looks. And my lips really don't appreciate that. Now, using something like this versus using like the MAC lip primer, the MAC lip primer moisturizes as it helps to, you know, keep your lipstick in place. So that is a benefit that you don't get with this one versus the one from MAC. However, this does have a slight color, so it kind of pales out the lips a little bit. So it's kind of nice if you want to do a nude lip over it, or if you want to kind of change the look of your lipstick. And also because it's drying, it does help to kind of suck the moisture out of kind of a greasier lipstick, so it's great to use with less expensive lipsticks. It does have a slight vanilla scent, and the other thing about this is that it comes in two different shades. I have the nude shade, and I think the other one is called deep nude, and I actually want to get deep nude because it wouldn't pale my lips out as much, so I'm thinking that might be better for using with darker lip colors. Plus, it might be something I want to incorporate in my kit just for using on people's lips when they really have a lot of feathering problems. This might be better because it's a little bit more of a dry product. So I'm going to put a NYX macaroon lipstick. This is Violet. And that, I can twist the bolt down a little bit. Okay. So it makes it go on so much more opaque than it would just by itself. Oh my gosh, I really like this lipstick. A little bit more. So you still have to do more passes with the lipstick, but it doesn't have a shiny finish. It ends up being more of a matte. It makes it a little more intense, makes it a little bit more vibrant. Is this making my teeth look yellow? I don't care, whatever. Once I have the lipstick on with the lip primer, it actually feels really good on the lips. It doesn't, it's like the two balance each other out. Like these are a little bit more of a more moist lipstick than I think they need to be. Then this is very drying, and then the two kind of come together and like make the perfect lipstick. It's still like not as creamy as like a MAC amplified cream or anything, but you are saving so much money that that's not even a fair comparison. I would show you guys swatches of all of these, but like I said, my lips are so used and there's so many different swatches of these online. I'm not gonna, sorry. I also want to mention that NYX just came out with their Wicked lipstick collection, which is kind of like amazing. If you haven't seen it already, I'll have a link to the NYX website down below. Oh my god, I totally went on and bought like 8 of the colors, and yes, I will share them with you when I get them. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is another thing that I was mentioning in my previous monthly faves. So last month I had a couple of things that I wasn't really sure about and wanted to talk to you guys about and see what you thought, and one of them was the Smashbox, I forget, lip, you know what I'm talking about, the lip lacquer thing. Yeah, that. I ended up returning it because I really didn't like it. A lot of you mentioned to me that some of the non-shimmery shades were not gritty or anything like that, but there wasn't anything about it that I really loved, and none of the other colors that I was like really just dying for, none of them really struck me as ones that I would really love. And there's so many amazing things that are coming out that I'm like, forget it. So I ended up returning it, and I actually bought this next product at Ulta, but in my mind it's like a replacement of it, and that is the new Butter London lipstick. This is called Moisture Matte Lipstick, and I got it in Abbey Rose. Let's do a little swatcherino for you. This is a really beautiful warm rose color. I'm really excited about it. I initially, like the first time I wore it, I felt like it felt a little bit pasty on the lips, but every time that I've worn it since then, it's felt good. So I don't know if there was like something on the outside of the tube, you know, like when they make a makeup product, like maybe something got on it and made it feel weird, but every other time I've worn it, it's felt really great. The tube is like so pretty. I like how it's like metallic and it's all shiny and lacquered. I think it's really beautiful. I might end up picking up more colors of this, and yeah, I don't know. I really liked it though, and I wore it a lot. I think I bought this in like the very early part of September. Then the other thing that I was kind of curious about and wasn't really sure about was these number 7 Beautiful Skin quick thinking wipes, and as it turns out, I actually really like them. In my previous favorites video, I had mentioned that I wasn't sure about them because they felt a little bit drier than most makeup wipes that I've used before, and I do still kind of think that they're a little bit drier compared to like MAC wipes or anything like that, but they get the job done. They don't sting my eyes at all, and that's a huge thing for me because I really like to use a wipe to remove my eye makeup. I don't like having to get out a separate eye makeup remover. This removes all my eye makeup, and it doesn't sting my eyes, and it doesn't make my face super red. Like, it's basically really good for like sensitive skin. I would highly recommend these actually, even though they're not as wet as I'm used to. I find that like after, you know, it still gets the makeup off, so it doesn't really matter if it's like super wet or anything. I'm not taking a shower with it. So I've been trying out all these lip products and everything, and as I mentioned, my lips are kind of horribly abused at the moment. Part of that is just me trying out different lip combos for Halloween videos. It's also just buying a whole bunch of lip products and testing them out and everything, so I've needed a little extra TLC, and I've been wanting to get just a fun new lip balm, or you know, just something different. I really do like the one that I have from Bite Beauty. It's that one that comes in the metal tube. It's the agave whatever. It's like a treatment, and I really like using that for whenever my lips feel like very chapped. Like after I do a big old swatch fest, I'll put that on my lips and it feels great. But it's like kind of thick and goopy, and that can be fine, and sometimes it's exactly what I need, is like a lot of cushiony stuff to kind of, you know. But sometimes I just want something a little bit more balmy and a little more basic than that. My best friend has been raving about this for a while, so I decided I just want to check it out, and that is the Korres Lip Butter. When I worked at Sephora, these were like super duper popular. We couldn't even keep the Jasmine one in stock, which is the one that I bought. It smells like creme brulee. It smells so good. I could just sit here sniffing it like forever and ever and ever. I love the natural color of it too. It gives me just a little bit of color, so if I don't feel like putting on a, you know, lip color per se, I can put this on and get a little bit of color going on. I really like this, and it has almost like a weird like kind of like spongy texture to it. Not that you guys will probably be able to see it. Let me just, I don't want to waste it. Purple stuff in my teeth. I'm kind of a mess right now. So I do really like this. I like that it comes in a plastic jar versus a glass one, so it's nice and lightweight. It's easy to carry with me. I actually keep this at my bedside, so if like I'm starting to drift off and I realize, oh my god, I forgot lip balm, I'll just like stick my finger in there and, you know, wipe it on. That sounds kind of dirty, but it's true. So my next favorite of the month is the Hands of Hope from Philosophy. This is their hand and cuticle cream. This was a gift from my friend Jamie. She gave it to me, she didn't like it, and so I tried it out and I ended up liking it. It's not like a super duper hydrating hand cream. It's not one that you can put on for like massive amounts of moisture healing. Like my husband gets really dry hands, and he has to use the Korres body butter on his hands, which does work wonderfully, and it is my favorite, but I'm trying to not buy it until the Sephora friends and family. Oh, I keep getting purple stuff on my teeth. Okay, the glossy and the purple is not working out. We're gonna have to blot the lip. I forgot what I was saying something about the Korres body butter being my favorite, and I'm waiting to purchase it until Sephora does their friends and family discount, which is usually in the early part of November. So I'm like hoping they do that again this year, because I've got a running list of things that I want to go ahead and pick up when that goes up. But anyway, this is really good for when my hands feel really dry like throughout the day, but I don't want to have greasy hands, because that's my #1 pet peeve is greasy hands. Just ugh. So after I wash dishes, I'll put this on. I'll actually use this sometimes at nighttime because I don't like having like a whole lot of moisture on my hands, especially when it's a little bit warmer. I'm not really ready to wear like gloves to bed, whereas when I use something that's more deeply moisturizing, I'll put like cotton gloves on my hands and, you know, sleep and not worry about getting acne. My next favorite of the month is this Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Cheek blush in First Love. I do like the other color that I got. I don't hate it, but it was so similar to other things that I had, and you know, something about it just didn't give me that like, oh my god, I love it so much. Whereas this blush, let me go ahead and open this up. This one, the very neutral color, it's beautiful peachy natural type color. So freaking beautiful. I can't even help it, and I love it. It goes with almost every makeup look. I actually had to like stop myself from using it because I was using it with everything, and I'm like, this is gonna get really boring when I use the same blush with every look. And it's just gorgeous. My favorite. It's like definitely one of my top favorite blushes of all time, and that's saying a lot because I'm a little bit of a blushaholic. So then I have a couple more things that I want to share with you guys, just some palettes. The first one technically isn't a favorite for all of September because it came in yesterday. So technically not fair to say that, you know, I've had it all month or anything. However, it just came out and I would be remiss if I didn't tell you guys about it so you guys could pick it up before it sells out. And that is the Sparkle Baby palette from Sugar Pill. This is a hotly anticipated palette. I think they've been teasing us with this palette for like 3 years. Am I wrong? Has it been that long? It's bad. So it's finally here. The palette's not bad. The waiting was the hardest part. That was a terrible rendition of a Tom Petty song, and I apologize to Tom Petty personally. The palette is finally here, and actually, if memory serves, I think that the quality might be better. I think they might have actually done some like improving of the quality of this since the first time I swatched them when they had them like as a preview at IMATS, and they were good then, but oh my, like I just, you know, did my makeup with them today and I was really excited, really impressed, and I love this color. Obviously I used it today because yeah. Really love this palette, and definitely one that is so cute. It's too bad it didn't come out in the spring because I have a feeling that this probably would have been more popular if they had come out with it in the spring. But I'm personally a fan of pastels for fall. Can we do hashtag pastels for fall? And let me know what you guys think about pastels for fall. I also want to mention you can buy these individually as well if you don't want the whole palette. So if you do that, they're $12 per eyeshadow. If you buy the palette, it's $34. So definitely buying the palette is the better option. So cute, I love it. And the other palette that I want to share with you guys that I really did love all throughout September is the Vice 3 palette from Urban Decay. This palette is good stuff. It's got those gorgeous jewel tones in it, and it has these really wonderful neutrals to complement it. Overall, it's basically a perfect palette, except I noticed something the other day when I went to use it. There's no dark brown, like no dark matte brown. There's Rain, which is like that root beer lighter brown, and it's shimmery. And then Defy is in there, but it's a little bit more of like a mauve gray than it is brown. I'm really sorry because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a tutorial with this palette until November. I might be able to incorporate it in with one of my Halloween videos, and the same goes for this Sparkle Baby palette. You know, if it ends up working out for one of my Halloween videos, great, but the main focus this month is going to be the Halloween video, so try to be patient with me and we'll definitely revisit palettes that I wasn't able to use in November. I've got all kinds of things on the books for November because I'm kind of putting them off to do Halloween videos. And then the last thing that I want to share with you guys this month is a non-makeup favorite. This is something that I picked up the day after my birthday. I went book shopping. By the way, one of my favorite things. For my birthday, I went to Barnes & Noble and picked up a fashion book. This is called Fashion: A Visual History from Regency and Romance to Retro and Revolution. It's really interesting. It has like little profiles in here of like specific artists or specific designers and different movements and stuff. And it's really interesting because so many times when we see, you know, vintage fashion, we see one version of something that was popular. Like when people are like cataloging what people wore in the 2000s, not everyone really will have dressed the way that they'll document it. So this has some things that are a little bit more rare in it. It's definitely not like a all-inclusive history book for fashion, but it does have some more interesting things in here. It will show like the 80s male, and it'll talk about different types of elements of an outfit, but then it's also talking about like something that was really inspiring in fashion, like Richard Gere in American Gigolo really put Giorgio Armani on the map in terms of his suits. So it's very interesting, and I've been really into it, and I haven't like read the whole thing cover to cover yet. I've just been like kind of, you know, reaching for it here and there and picking it up, and it's just been really interesting to see the different types of fashions than what we're used to seeing in terms of like 70s is like this and this, and you're like, no, actually 70s is like, you know, all these different things. And so those are my favorites for the month of September. A lot of lip products. Have been a bit of a lip kick, and it's not slowing down because those gosh darn NYX Wicked lipsticks are coming out. I'm so excited. And yeah, I have a makeup problem right now. Too many good things are coming out. It's just, oh. And you know, the Lorac Mega palette is coming out on Tuesday. I can't. So that'll do it for my favorites this month. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. Please let me know what your favorites of the month are for September, or just anything that you're loving right now. I want to hear about it. I always get new ideas. In fact, I wasn't going to pick up the macaroon lipsticks initially until you guys were telling me how great they were. So please tell me what you're checking out. Tell me what you're loving. Even if it's an old product, let me know in the comment section down below. Talk back to each other. I love when you guys get all community and, you know, you talk back and well, not like talk back, but, you know, like, you know, have a conversation, not get sassy. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Check out my makeup tutorial playlist, and I will see you guys in my next video. Remember to make good choices and just be yourself. See you, bye. Hello guys and dolls, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my MAC Rocky Horror Picture Show Collection review, Swatch Fest haul type situation, and I'm just so excited about this collection. I can't even begin to tell you